Now I want to present you this knife, which is look like Ontario Rat 1, but it is a copy of Ontario Rat 1. It's it's Ontario Rat 3, Model 3. Yeah, it doesn't exist, but here it is. So it's the Chinese copy of Rat 1. It's longer than the Rat, maybe centimeter and a half longer, and it's heavier. The blade is thicker, liners also thicker than the original Rat 1. I bought this knife because I wanted to feel, because I read some reviews on the internet, I watched some on YouTube comparing this knife with the original, and they say that this knife is bigger, it's comfortable, and it's just like the original and maybe even better, which is, I don't stand behind this, but I will tell you in a minute what I think about this knife. So, I was not looking forward of getting this knife, I was just ordering it and wait for it. It's not a very expensive knife, it's around 18 euro. So I just ordered it and wait. So when it came, the first impression I have with it, it's heavy, a little bit heavy, but very sturdy knife, like very well built, and when I hold it in my hand, I think I can rely on this knife on almost every job I gave it. The handle, man, the handle is one of the most comfortable handles of pocket knives, folding knives I have. I mean, there is no any other handle I can call this comfortable. Like it is thick, it's rounded all around, everything is rounded, and when you get it, you cannot lose it. You know, it's very grippy. I mean, it's not too grippy, of course. This is just a G10 with a little jimping on it. It's not too grippy, but still. Here, you cannot go further than that. When you hold it, here, you have this thing. Just perfect for work and stuff. So, I decided to test the knife. I was pleasantly surprised by the build, by the knife itself, by the sharpness. It was shaving out of the box. It opened very quickly. And maybe from the bottom I will try to do it. Yeah, sometimes it works. Overall, great knife. So, I decided yesterday to put it to the test. I get it the day before yesterday. So yesterday I was at the paintball at the open, and I decided to cut some fallen branch from the tree. It was on the ground. It was 8 centimeters in diameter, so it was around this diameter. And I started cutting it with the knife, hitting it hard, as hard as I can, and maybe in 3 minutes I cut it in half. And then I tried the knife, if it shaves. And it was shaving. I haven't touched the blade to sharpen it or stuff, but it still shaves after the beating I gave it. So for me, this knife is tough, and I will boldly say that if there is a knife, one knife, if I gotta carry one knife and go to the woods and do everything there to survive or something, I'm not sure, it maybe will be this knife. It's a AUS 8 steel. It says on the blade here, and it holds edge very nice. The liner lock is pretty secure in my opinion. I guess everything could be break, but it looks pretty secure. Yeah, like this it cannot be closed, I guess, easily. Pocket clip can be moved anywhere you want, like in the original rod. But I'm very pleasantly surprised by this clone. This is a clone, and the steel is decent. For the price, it's even super good in my opinion. The handle is very comfortable. I have relatively big hands, so it's for me this handle is just perfect. Maybe it's not so thin for wearing for the ADC purposes. I mean, the thick handle is very comfortable. The thin handle is comfortable when you carry the knife, like the Casual Knockout, for example. The Casual Knockout here has a thin profile, and which is perfect for ADC. But it's not too comfortable. It's a little handle, and it's thin blade and stuff. And I don't think I can count on this knife, for example, to be my buddy in the woods or something in the wild. I'm not sure. This also, there's the ZT0777 clone. It's all carbon fiber handle, and it doesn't look so sturdy at all. It's a good knife, nonetheless. It's very nice, very light for the size and stuff. But there's maybe no other knife that I could count on like this one. And it looks like it's meant to do the job, whatever it is. So I've cut bread with it, I cut wood with it, I did what mostly everything a knife could do, and it does it very nice, very precise and stuff. And we'll see if when it has to be sharpened, if I could do it like the fabric sharpening, which is very nice. But I guess it will not be that hard. So this knife, for me, one hand opening and closing just flies. It's almost like automatic. I very much like it. Yeah, sometimes from the bottom it doesn't happen. The one thing I don't like with this knife, there's no vertical lift, vertical blade play, horizontal blade play, just a little bit, because I a little bit loosened the screw here, so the knife can be opened quickly. I haven't disassembled this knife yet, and I don't plan to, because I just like it the way it is. Maybe if I polish the bronze washers, which, yeah, it's bronze washers, so if I polish them and stuff, maybe it will go a little smoother and stuff, but I just like it. I almost may say I love it, but still it doesn't grow on me. It has no time to grow on me still, because I get it 2 days ago. But I like it very much, and it's maybe one of the most practical folding knives I have. I have almost 40 knives folding, and this is one of the most practical ones, maybe the most. The blade is 3.8mm thick, which is pretty much enough. It's a flat grind, I think, like they say, flat grind, which is which helps the knife to be very nice cutter. It moves through anything. I'm very pleased with this buy, and I think I will buy a few more of this because it's cheap, and to give them as gifts, or just sell them, or just keep some to me. I'm not sure, we'll see, with different maybe colors of the handle. But this knife, it's worth more than twice maybe the money it sells for. One thing I don't like is this thing here, the logo. It's bulging, it's like sandpaper made of something like this, and I don't like it at all, and it keeps me from cleaning the blade properly. But this is just a minor thing. It says Taiwan here. Maybe original is also made. I mean, maybe the original is made in Taiwan. This is most certainly made in China. But the quality of build, these things here, how they are rounded and how they go, it's just amazing. I'm just super pleased with this knife. So 10 minutes and stuff. I didn't say almost anything. So goodbye for now, and that's it for this cool knife. Maybe I will compare it. Yeah, it's almost dead center. Sometimes I cannot open it. Yeah, but I get used to it. I will compare it to a few other knives, like the Kershaw Knockout, which is much smaller, because this knife is 22.5 centimeters, and this is 19.5, I guess. So it's larger. The blade itself, it's not that large, but the handle is super comfortable. With this long handle, it's just super comfortable to work with. You can count on this knife, you cannot drop it from your hand, and it's just working knife. Just one knife which can do the work, and in my opinion it's also pretty good looking. Yeah, I like it. So that's it for my review of this knife, my opinion of it, my thoughts and my experience with this knife. Rat 3.